Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aries, and Pisces. Here's what's coming for you in February. Libra, you are coming in hot in February, and there's going to be a shift that happens inside of you that changes the way that you approach romantic relationships, creativity, finances. I mean, hiding and procrastinating ends now. And there's a question of the month for you. What do you want when you stop considering everyone else? Like, what is it that you want? And I think that question and that energy alone is about to destabilize the identity that you've built around being likable, being fair, accommodating, carrying the emotional labor for all parties involved. Scales have officially tipped, and February is going to help you realize that the neutral state that you've been in has been affecting you way more than it has for those around you. So February lights you back up, and it'll help you shine, and it'll give you all of the reasons why you should choose you. Spark returns, your decision-making process changes, and the eclipse happening on February 17th in your fifth house of good karma. I mean, every ancient astrologer that I've learned from throughout the years have always referred to this being the best time of your life. Big and beautiful things start to unfold. This is the house of children, art, being seen, taking center stage, creativity, romance, business endeavors, speculative gains, investments as well. They can really skyrocket through the roof. And on February 20th, Saturn and Neptune start a new cycle in your seventh house of relationships. This is the biggest relationship transit that you have seen in years. This is when dynamics between you and another becomes clearer. Relationships, partnerships, they all get tested. Big contracts get signed or disputed. Fantasy dissolves, and you're going to see where you've been carrying the emotional weight for two, or who benefits from your flexibility more, or where you've mistaken chemistry for compatibility, or how often you've kept things nice to avoid rupture. This is a 2.5-year cycle of immense maturity and clarity, and relationships that make it through a Saturn opposition are ones for life. Venus, Mercury, the Sun, the North Node, all in Pisces this month will help you get your routines in order. There could be a blessed job opportunity that comes forward. Maybe there's a new pet that comes into your life, or a new health routine that heals your mind, body, soul, spirit in every way. Libra, I need you to plant this in your head right now. You do not need permission to want what makes you feel alive. You're allowed to have the partnership of your dreams. You're allowed to have the role or job of a lifetime. You're allowed to have the relationship that you desire. It exists for you. And if it's not what you're seeing in your current reality, I hope that you move in ways that you've been terrified of for years and years, without any fears, blocks, or people pleasing, and just go after everything that you want. February is very supportive. Aquarius, you start the month with a full moon opposing you, and I hope you use these energies to let go of relationships, partnerships, energetic exchanges with someone else that has been draining you. And you have a massive cluster of planets in your sign, and I know that you've been feeling the intensity for quite some time now, but this is the month where you step into your power stronger than you ever have before. It truly is all about you right now. And if you're single and there's no one on the radar, the dry spell could end this month. There is an eclipse in your sign, very daring and very rare. And I love that this eclipse is with the North Node. I love that Aquarius is discovering who they really are in real time. Your mind becomes sharper, your words become your power. This is about shedding old skin and tapping into more of who you are. I just believe this is the most destined month of your life that will alter the course of your future years ahead. An eclipse in your sign brings forward extremely fated events. It brings in relationships that are soul tied. Pregnancy or your dream home, especially if your moon is in Aquarius. Career opportunities, and on February 17th is the official start of this 2-year cycle that you begin, and it won't come back around for another 18 years. Be something that comes up unexpectedly in the middle of February that causes some sort of disruption within your home. Maybe you're moving, breaking free from something that has been keeping you stuck. It's family or living situation. I would kind of embrace the change that comes forward. Once Mercury, Venus, the Sun, the North Node all join forces in the second house, this is money, money, money. We're about to expand and attract finances like crazy. You might even find yourself spending a little bit more, shopping, maybe new furniture for a home. Saturn and Neptune start gearing forward in your third house. This is traveling, learning, siblings, podcasting, blogging, social media, writing, teaching. All of this gets hit with structured energy, something that is tangible, that brings lasting results. The third house is the house of effort. Saturn loves discipline and consistency behind all of the things you are going to be putting effort into over the next 2.5 years. And whatever it is that you do decide to study, learn, or teach over the next years will stay with you and stick with you for life. Gemini, you start off the month with a full moon in your third house, throat chakra, officially cleared. I hope you speak your mind. I hope you say it how it is. I hope you let everything that's been weighing on your heart out. And the Aquarius cluster in your ninth house right now is asking you to look at the bigger picture. You might find yourself diving deep into philosophy, religion, really honing in on your truth and what it is that you really believe in. This is not the month to stay small in any way, shape, or form. This is about letting your mind expand in ways that don't even make sense. You've been rigid or dogmatic in the way that you see the world. I hope that you steer in the other side for a second and see that there's a whole other way of manifesting and perceiving things. There could be a travel endeavor that you go on that helps you open up your mind and break free. And then in mid-Feb, get ready because it's all about career, reputation, being seen, leveling up, and anything keeping you stuck or small, even professionally, should be disrupted and released because on February 13th, Saturn officially leaves your 10th house and there's no more restrictions, delays, hardship when it comes to your professional life anymore. And this is about owning that you are good enough, smart enough, and capable enough to reach immense highs of success. No more illusions, no more sacrificing yourself, no more deception when it comes to career. You are done. Eclipse on February 17th could help you master your mind. It could help you get rid of a bad habit, especially with Uranus in your 12th going direct in the first week of February. Could be disrupting your sleep. You may have been going back and forth with routines. This will help you kind of stabilize that day to day. Saturn and Neptune start a new cycle in your 11th house, and this is going to bring forward your people. Old friendships or connections that do nothing but drain you begin to shed, and you will meet people that are older than you that really help progress you professionally. People that you meet are very karmic when Saturn is in the 11th house, and they could teach you something that sticks with you for life. But this is the cycle that helps you either join or create a community that you feel a part of through a shared vision or goal for humanity, society, technology. And Gemini, especially Gemini risings, you're about to be a huge reason for why society progresses in the way that it's going to. And I truly believe that you're about to shock the world with some of your new and innovative creations that come out of you in 2026. February could bring forward new business ideas, a new job opportunity that helps you break free of a routine that has done nothing but bore or drain you. February is the month of little and mundane life upgrades that ultimately lead to something bigger, but you might find yourself just taking care of the little day-to-day things, or there's an awakening to a health issue that officially gets solved. You have Uranus going direct in your 6th house of health, day-to-day routine, pet. Taurus rules the throat, the thyroid, maybe hormones, or you just wake up one day deciding to quit your job for more freedom in your day-to-day. But there's a lot of Aquarius activation in your 3rd house. If there's been car issues, they will most likely be resolved in the first week of February. Great time to buy or sell a car. And then in the 2nd week of February, there's a lot of activation in your 4th house of home, real estate, property, mom, maybe you're moving, maybe you have family over. With all of that Pisces energy, trining your chart ruler, Jupiter in the 8th house, there could be opportunities from other people, other people's resources, other people's money that kind of helps you to expand a business or to buy a home. Eclipse on February 17th unlocks a new chapter that gets you studying, learning, teaching, maybe a new website, blogging, social media, traveling, religion. Maybe you start taking your religion more seriously. You're going to be on the go expanding your career, and I hope as you navigate these energies, you allow yourself to break free of certain roles that you have outgrown professionally. And Saturn and Neptune enter your 5th house, start a new cycle. This is romance, dating, creativity, big projects, children, hobby. This is the house of joy. This is the house of good fortune. This trines your ascendant. This is the house of what you love to do, what makes you happy. I've seen people enter very serious and committed relationships under the influence of these transits. I've seen people take their hobbies more seriously and monetize off of them. Might be a big project or business idea that you take very, very seriously and expand throughout the next 2 years, and it will bring you great results. Saturn could really come in there and test your relationships. Whatever is not meant to stick with you and stand the test of time may slip away. So February is the start of your new life, and it's bigger and it's better and it's more aligned with you. You had Neptune in the 4th house. You sacrificed way too much for your family, for your home, and now things are finally coming in order. So good luck. Aries and Pisces, I talk too much. Go to part 2.